Katie said, I did some shitty things and I regret doing it. She said, you know what I miss the most is talking and laughing and hanging out with you, Gina. And Gina's like, well, that's what I hang on to because they were actually friends prior to her coming on the show.
I mean, Gina really did bring her on the show.
Right. They really were friends. Katie apologizes to Emily and Gina, says, I'm truly sorry for hurting you and Gina. Gina accepts it and says, thank you. But Emily does not accept it, which is fine.
She can't. She can't accept it because Heather hates Katie because Katie blew up her spot about the paparazzi pictures. So Emily, just like she'll never make that mistake again with Tamra, she won't dare make that mistake with Heather. She's not going to forgive Katie. It's a done deal, Katie. Let it lie. She'll never go against Heather, and Heather wants you out.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are doing Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 19, Episode number 2, Old Faces, New Faces. So we start out at the Shape Shop studio, and Emily, Gina, and Tamra are there, and they are doing a full-body lymphatic drainage massage machine thing. I have never seen a machine like that before in my life.
No, me neither.
I mean, it looked really weird, to be quite honest with you.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, some of the positions that they were in while they were on that machine, they were a little risque, I would say.
Yeah, Emily was getting into it.
Then after the machines, then they are doing red light and compression. I mean, I do believe red light therapy really does work, and I'm sure compression does too. I mean,
what is red light therapy for?
So I use red light therapy on my face, and I use it with
with
collagen.
the face thing?
Yeah, with collagen cream.
Oh, okay.
It helps penetrate the layers of the skin to get the collagen down deeper.
I thought this was something different because I have one of those things as well. I thought it was actually like you got your ring light camera on you, like you put a red light on you, and it's no.
I mean, it is something to do with anti-aging is all I know about it, and like I said, it does something with penetrating the layers of your skin to get down to, I don't know, a healthier layer, or I have no idea. So they're talking about not believing Katie about not talking to the bloggers. They also don't like that Shannon was sticking up for Katie. Of course they didn't like that because they wanted Katie to be out there on an island by herself.
Well, how about Gina saying that Tamra was really trying? No, she wasn't. She was talking shit about her in the other room when they were doing the whatever the hell they were doing.
Yeah, she wasn't trying.
She wasn't trying.
No. Katie obviously appreciated Shannon having her back, and she's used to she's used to shutting down when things like that happen, because that's what would happen with her ex-husband. Like when they're all coming at her, you could see she was kind of like a deer in the headlights. And I said that to you. I said, she's not equipped to handle this. And you could see she's not equipped to handle it because she doesn't even really know what happened. Like I said, she said it. She just kind of shut down because that's how she's used to dealing with things.
And it probably could be some post-traumatic.
Definitely.
From her marriage.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
I don't know what went on, but it could be.
No, we don't know what went on. We don't. But Tamra's calling Katie a silent assassin. She's like, she's apologizing, but she won't listen or give me the chance to speak. They ask her if she wants to have a relationship, and Katie's like, yeah, like she wants to move forward. And Shannon said, well, how do we move forward with these ladies? So Shannon's trying to explain to Katie that you're going to need to maybe apologize in a different way. So she tries to do it, but she says the but, and she's like, you're going to have to leave out the but. She's like, well, the but was like, I don't know if they want to move forward with me. Well, just leave that out. So then they're all going to the hot pot. So Tamra, Gina, and Emily are all going to the hot pot. Tamra said that Katie she announces at the hot pot that Katie started recording the video of Shannon at the Galleria photo shoot when she was having this full-blown meltdown. And that was last season. At the end of the season, they do the pictures for the season. And not only did she video record it, but she sent it to Alexis while Shannon was in the midst of litigation with John Jansen, her fiance.
Yeah.
I mean,
this
that's a big
is
bomb.
what Gina is saying happened, right? I mean, this is what Tamra is saying happened.
Yes, this is what Tamara's saying happened. That's what. Yes,
This is when they're still at the lymphatic drainage place, right? So Tamra tells
yes,
Gina
yes.
and Emily this tea, and
Right.
clearly, probably after the cameras go down, she then instructs Gina to bring it up at the hot pot lunch.
Exactly, at the hot
Right.
pot lunch. So then we see Sophie's at Shannon's, and she's living in New York City, and she's got an incredible job working in sports.
Good for her.
Yep. She's talking about how Love Hotel is coming out soon. That we know, we recapped her episodes on Love Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And Sophie asks if she wants to do a dating app. She's, because she's single now and she wants to try and help her get out there. But I don't think Shannon is really ready for a dating app. I don't think that Shannon is dating app material.
No, and she said that she did date Earl for a few months, but it just didn't work out,
Right.
which we knew. But I like that she acknowledged it on the show, because I hate when they do something like that and then don't
And
even acknowledge it on the other
right.
show,
No, I
you
agree.
know,
I like that they
like it never
definitely.
happened.
Right. Right. Like, oh, didn't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we see Emily and Shane are talking about Luke declining over the last few weeks. They're in the car. I guess Emily had just gotten done with her therapist and she was talking to her therapist about it and how that she's going to do the ASD testing so she can see where he's at. She wants to know
Yeah.
where he's at so she knows what to do. Emily feels like Shane doesn't take it as seriously as she does. And while she's talking to him, she says in the car, as a mom, and he's like, well, I'm a dad too. I understand. I completely understand what she's saying.
I understand what she's saying, but I understand what he's saying too. Like, stop saying as a mom, like,
Right.
it affects the fathers just as much. They may have a different outlook on it, but and I don't think it's not that he's taking it seriously. One, I don't think Shane's probably super comfortable talking about this on camera and putting this out there for the whole world to see. Remember, he's a Mormon.
Yeah.
They don't typically like to put everything out there. Um, I mean, being a Mormon or not, I don't think men in general like to put things out there. So
Right.
that might be something, but I think that fathers, we're I don't want to say we're more nurturing, because I hate it when people say that. But we want to, we want to get to the root of the problem. He really might think like, listen, he is what is he, 9? He's a
Yeah.
9-year-old kid and he's going through some shit with eating. Like, it could be a phase, it's clearly not, but somebody could think that.
Right. Right. His feelings are valid, and I think her feelings are valid. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Then we see Katie and Matt go over to Jenn and Ryan's for tacos and tequila. It turns out that I guess after the whole reunion, Katie and Matt got close to Jenn and Ryan because Matt was really kind of a little bit leery of getting close to Ryan because of the FBI thing and the conversations when when he was standing in the corner, like listening to the conversations that were going on at that party.
Yeah.
And, Ryan's business partner was there and, he just didn't feel comfortable with that. But I guess once that was all resolved and after the reunion, they were able to get close, which I kind of like for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I think they're good allies for each other.
Then we see Heather goes over to Tamara's house and she brings her champagne. Tamara's in the middle of having her kitchen redone because of some sort of flood or something. Like, I didn't understand that.
Well, I just thought she was having her kitchen done. Did she say
No,
something?
yeah, she said something had happened. So Heather brings the champagne up to her bedroom. Okay. Am I the only one that thinks that this is weird? There's not another room in the house?
Well, when Heather and Tamara go up to her bedroom and eat on her bed? Ew.
Yeah, yeah.
That's disgusting.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it was disgusting. Like, I mean, like I said, there's other rooms in the house.
Yeah, I thought that was gross.
And of course, she makes a mess with the champagne when she's opening it.
Yeah.
And then we find out later on that she actually spills a whole glass of champagne on Eddie's side of the bed.
Poor Eddie. Eddie needs to get up on out there. How about when so Heather, I guess, met up with Gretchen and tells Tamra, and Tamra says, does she have a nose? Because her nose is blurred in all of her pictures. Tamra, you should.
Yeah. So they're in the bed Eating
That was
onion rings,
gross.
disgusting. Disgusting.
Yeah. So then Tamra asks Heather, does Gretchen have a nose? It's blurred in all of her pictures. Listen, Tamra, Gretchen was way hotter than you. You were not the hottest housewife when Gretchen came on the scene. She was hotter than you then. She is way fucking hotter than you now. So clap back on that.
I agree. Gretchen says that she's not been on for 11 years. And then we see that Gretchen and Slade go over to Jenn and Ryan's
And
house with
Ryan's.
Katie and Matt. So they're all there together.
That was great.
I thought that was great. I'll have to say, like, and I'm not being mean, but I was just looking at their faces. And granted, I have a big TV, but Tamara's face doesn't look all that great. And Gretchen's face does.
And Gretchen claims she's had no plastic surgery.
I know. I know. I don't know, but she really does.
She's young. She's a lot younger. She's probably 10 years younger than Tamra, don't you think?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly 10 years younger.
But still, she's clearly taking care of herself.
She is. She definitely is. Honestly, I thought that she looked great.
Yeah, I do too.
Gretchen in her confessional says that every new housewife reaches out to her and asks, how do I deal with Tamra? And I just tell them to run, which that doesn't surprise me.
Me neither. I believe that 100%.
Gretchen and Slade's daughter is 5.5. And I can't believe they have a 5.5-year-old daughter.
Did she say they've been together for 16 years? No.
Oh, I didn't hear her say that.
I swear I thought she said they were together for 16 years.
No,
It can't be.
It can't be because she's been gone for 11 and they were maybe together 2 years on the show.
I must have misheard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gretchen says that she really doesn't feel the need to have a friendship with Tamra. Heather, then back at Tamra's house, Heather says to Tamra, it's time to move forward. Tamra said that Jenn reached out to Gretchen and Tamra thinks that Jenn wants her life and she's trying to be me. What?
She said that she went to her old hair salon and got her old extensions put in her hair.
That was so weird.
Would never fucking happen, Tamra.
Right.
You lie. You really are the liar of all liars. You lie about things that are so outrageous. You're so stupid. That would never happen. I'll tell you what could happen. If someone gets extensions and they have to color them to match, they will take them out, wash them, dye them, dry them, reinstall them on that person. But there would never be a day, especially not in OC, California, they're going to take a pair of extensions out of one woman's hair and put them in another woman's hair. There's no way.
Did she mean the exact extensions or did she mean
That's what she said. She said they took my old extensions out and put them in her hair. Now, maybe she didn't mean that, but if that's what she meant, she's cuckoo cuckoo because it'll never happen.
I think either way, it's crazy. Like, I don't think anybody in their right mind would do that. I don't think that they would do that. And I don't think that Gretchen wants Tamra's life. Like, what is there to want?
No, she's talking about Jenn. And I don't think Jenn wants Tamra's life either.
Jenn definitely does not want. Jenn definitely does not want. No.
No.
No, absolutely not. Well, I mean, no. Then Gretchen said, what pisses me off. What?
Go ahead.
What pisses me off is the things that she said about me on her podcast 2 years ago when Slade's son passed away from cancer. She went on her podcast and said that Slade, like, why was there a GoFundMe page to bury him? Like, he was a deadbeat dad. That's horrible.
But yet Tamra will turn around and say nobody should go after the kids.
Right.
That's going after you're bringing up his child who passed away. You are the lowest of the low. Right. And how about when she showed Heather the picture of what Jenn used to look like and basically calls her fat?
Yeah. That was odd. Yeah, she said she was a lot heavier. What?
Yep.
I mean,
she's a piece of shit.
I mean, Jenn looks amazing now. She looks amazing. She's in great shape.
Absolutely.
She's in great shape.
Listen, she could have just given birth in that picture. She's got a lot of kids, Jenn.
She does have a lot of kids. She does.
And even if it wasn't right after she gave birth, she's got a lot of kids to take care of. And she takes care of her kids, Tamra.
Yeah.
So she's got a lot on her plate.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't know why Tamra feels the need to go for people so low like that?
She's so low, and then has the balls to go on her podcast and comment on other people. Like, she's the slimiest housewife out there, I think.
I agree, because then Heather is telling Gretchen that she needs to give Tamra grace because her best friend Teddy's going through cancer. And Gretchen's like, where was the grace she gave me when two people in my life died from cancer? You know, my ex-fiance and Slade's son. Like, where
Yep.
was the grace then?
Right.
And it's true. It's absolutely true.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true.
And then Tamara's like, well, does she remember contacting my daughter? Sydney posted something about me and Gretchen reached out to her. And she's like, Gretchen is a known liar and manipulator. But then we find out from Gretchen, her daughter posted something and she commented on it on a public
That's
post.
all she did was comment.
That's not
She did
reaching
not.
out.
Nope.
It's
Nope.
not reaching out. It's not reaching out. I mean, your daughter Sydney gave you one rule to get you back in her life for her graduation. Please do not post anything. Please do not post anything. And what does she do? She posts.
Post. Yeah. So hypocritical.
So the day of the hot pot, Tamra says that she's going to match Gretchen's energy, which, I mean, I guess is a good strategy if you're going into a meeting with someone that you have history with. Like, you
Right.
don't want to be the one going in hot, but you don't want to, you know, be timid either.
No, I mean, I think they probably both went in there to match each other.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. So Shannon gets there and she announces that Sophie broke up with her boyfriend. She wanted to focus on her career. And everyone at the table was like, wait, what? Which I was like, good
Yeah.
for Sophie.
Yeah,
Like,
for
good for
sure.
her. Like, be independent. You know, do it on your own. If it's meant to be, it'll be. But you're young. Go out there and live your life. And I'm
Right.
sure
Right.
watching her mom, like, you know, the way her mom, everything happened between her and her father. Of course she wants to be independent. You don't want to ever rely on a man when you watch this happen, right?
Yeah, she met him at college, so who knows where he lives, and she's in the city. Like, it's, you know.
Right. Right. So Gretchen sits down and says, hi, Tamra. And Tamra says, hi. Emily said, I met Gretchen at my 40th birthday. And she also said that's when her relationship with Tamra suffered. I thought that was interesting.
And she said, I'll never make that mistake again.
Yep.
So Emily is totally 100% doing Tamra and Heather's dirty work. She works for them. She's basically their employee.
I think so. I would have to
I
agree
hope
with
they
that.
offer her medical and dental insurance.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's happening.
Gina and Emily are employees of Heather Dubrow and Tamra.
Katie says, I appreciate you all coming and I have regrets for things. She also says, listen, I regret some of the things that I did. Gina said, well, now everything you do, I'm questioning. And Tamara said, Katie came to my house and explained everything to me about the blogger. So, because the blogger was the big issue. And we left it hanging at the spa that she was going to prove it, that it was a DM, right? But she didn't have service. So Tamara's explaining, well, she came over to my house and she explained everything and she apologized that she DM'd me and then I called her on Instagram. And Tamara's like, thank you for being honest.
Mm-hmm.
But Gina's like, but how do you forget an entire conversation with a blogger? And I agree with her. Like, how do you forget an entire conversation with a blogger? I do believe that Katie's a bit shady when it comes to this stuff. And I think it's what you said. She didn't think she was coming back.
I really think that's what it comes down to. I think she just thought, that's it. I was a one and done. So let me just put everything I know out there.
Burn the house down.
Burn the house down. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when Gina says, Shannon, you said we were all ganging up on Katie. We were just trying to get to the bottom of this. And Shannon said, well, it's not the subject matter you were talking about. It's about every single person at the table going after one person. That's when Gina drops the bomb about what Tamra told her about at the gallery photo shoot, that Katie videotaped you and then sent that video to Alexis. And then
Shannon was pissed.
And I don't blame her. I do not blame her.
I don't either.
Katie said
Had
there's
it
no
not
video.
been for the lawsuit, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but she was in the middle of a litigation with them.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Katie said there's no video. I recorded of Shannon. Shannon said, what video? Tamra said, you actually told me that you did. So
Tamra said that Katie told her she did?
Yes. And then
Don't trust Tamra, ladies.
But then when Jenn is sitting there Katie's also saying that I showed it to them. I showed it to them, meaning Jenn and Alexis, not that she sent it to them. And Jenn is like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I never saw any video. I don't know what you're talking about. And I believe Jenn didn't know what she was talking about.
Then didn't she? Oh, I believe Jenn too. Didn't she then turn around and say it was a voice note, not a video? That she sent a voice note to her husband?
She does later say that it wasn't a
Yeah.
video, that it was a voice. It was a
So she's
just
definitely, I mean, Katie. Stick with one story.
Katie said the only one that's ever heard it is Matt. Emily said, then how would Alexis know about it? And Katie said, well, we spoke about it. And Jen's like, I never spoke about it. That's, when they're going back and forth. Tamra said, Alexis said you played it for both of them, meaning that it was played, not that it was sent. And Jenn said, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard it. I don't know what you're talking about. So Shannon gets up and is like, I need to go to the bathroom. I think that was the right thing to do.
For sure.
I do. I think she handled it perfectly. And I think that that's one of the things that Shannon has worked on since the DUI, that she doesn't really react like she used to. Like, she kind of stops, composes herself, and either removes herself from the situation or tries to handle it calmly. Even when she came back to the table, I mean, I thought it was odd that Emily finished her sentence. You're gonna leave, right? Well, okay, she was about to say that, Emily. Why did you have to say that?
Right.
I thought that was odd.
Yeah, that was odd.
Gina says to Katie, we are not trying to hurt you, so there's no need for you to try to hurt us in a way like that. Katie said, I did some shitty things and I regret doing it. She said, you know what I miss the most is talking and laughing and hanging out with you, Gina. And Gina's like, well, that's what I hang on to, because they were actually friends prior to her coming on the show.
I mean, Gina really did bring her on the show.
Right. They really were friends. Katie apologizes to Emily and Gina, says, I'm truly sorry for hurting you and Gina. Gina accepts it and says, thank you. But Emily does not accept it, which is fine.
She can't. She can't accept it because Heather hates Katie, because Katie blew up her spot about the paparazzi pictures.
Right.
So Emily, just like she'll never make that mistake again with Tamra, she won't dare make that mistake with Heather. She's not going to forgive Katie. It's a done deal, Katie. Let it lie.
Yeah.
She'll never go against Heather, and Heather wants you out.
No, I agree. And then Shannon comes back to the table and she said she's going to remove herself. And Jenn said, it says we are all moving forward. It very much feels like we're holding Katie accountable for everything. And Emily yells across the table, Katie has done things that nobody else at this table has done. She gave information about my kids to a blogger. Katie said, I did not give them information. And Gretchen's like, well, no, Tamra did that to me.
This is the funniest thing, though. That's what I was just going to say. Emily's yelling that Katie gave information to a blogger. Tamra still, obviously, talks to Slade's ex-wife. Still, to this day, because she said something in her confessional that indicated that she was still in contact with her. Why are you in contact with Slade's ex-wife?
Right.
And then she says, why is Gretchen still concerned if Slade is a deadbeat dad? Why are you still concerned if Slade is a deadbeat dad, Tamra?
Right.
You're the one who should not be concerned.
You're the one who keeps putting that narrative out there.
Right.
She's just concerned that you keep slandering him.
Right.
And Katie did not put any information out about Emily's children to a vlogger. She did not.
No, what she did was on TV. And she said, she thought, listen, to think about it, it is kind of funny if those kids said that. And now I believe the kids totally 100% said it, because I think that Emily, just like Jenn and On the Valley, is going to great lengths to try to prove that this didn't happen. And to me, that means it happened.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I mean, in this situation, I 100% agree with that. Like, if it didn't happen, it didn't happen. Like, why are you making such a big deal about what at the time they were 8-year-olds said?
Right. And if your ex-nanny said something, okay.
Yeah, that's not on her.
That's my ex-nanny and she doesn't work for me anymore. So obviously she has reason to say things negative about me, and let it go. You're going to hire the Menendez brothers lawyer to write a cease and desist letter?
Well, it turns out, did you see her on Watch What Happens Live?
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's her friend. Yeah, it's her friend, though they're friends.
Yeah, but why does she have to bring up the Menendez brothers? Like,
because
do you think that brings some kind of clout?
I think she does, because she's telling you I brought this powerful attorney
to write a cease and desist letter.
Right.
You and I could do that.
Well, I don't know about that, but
ChatGPT, we could do anything.
okay, there you go. So Gretchen says, even just a few years ago, you're still talking about me and Slade on the podcast, so that's a problem. Tamra said, what did we say? You said that Slade was a piece of shit and a deadbeat dad. Tamra said, was he? Gretchen said, no, he's never been a deadbeat dad. It was so smug, too, the way she said it. She looked at him. She goes, was he?
Mm-hmm.
No, he wasn't. And Gretchen said, you are the one who's proved to be a liar multiple times. Tamra said, what did I lie about? She said, you were sued for lying and you almost got sued again from Ryan. I apologized for that. She's like, Jenn said, there's a lot of pain that some of us have felt a lot. Tamra rolls her eyes. And then Jenn says, you're going to roll your eyes at me? Like, Jenn is actually, she could have piled up on Tamra about that because it was Ryan that she was going to get sued from because he sent her a cease and desist because she was slandering him.
Right.
And,
Right.
you know, to roll your eyes at Jenn, I don't blame Jenn for like, enough already, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tamra says, well, do you think that she's crystal clean? Do you know that she contacted my daughter? Gretchen's like, I did not contact your daughter. I commented on a post. It's not the same thing. It's not.
It's definitely not the same thing.
So she's like, Tamra said, it wasn't her post. It was Simon's. Gretchen said, no, you don't take accountability for anything. Okay, even if it was Simon's post, but it wasn't. What would
Right.
it matter? It's still a public post.
Right. And she commented.
Right. And her daughter came out and said that it was not his post.
Right. Right.
And
now,
Jenn,
what is with Emily putting the fucking eggs in her purse?
oh my God.
What
That's
is
just
wrong
crazy.
with her?
I swear to God.
I'm starting to think that, like, because when she grew up, she always says how she didn't like have a lot of food in the refrigerator. I'm starting to think that it's like a mental situation with her.
Well, I'll be honest with you, and I don't like to say this, but I think that she may have an eating disorder. I mean, she's saying that her son has an eating disorder.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that she may have an eating. And listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm
No,
not a
I see
therapist.
what you're saying, though.
I do think that, you know, she has body image issues, and she's made it perfectly
sure.
clear that.
Well, Tamra calling her Shrek at one point certainly didn't help that.
No, it did not help. It did not help. But I do think that she, you know, although she does these things out in the open, I do think that she probably does a lot of closet eating. And these are kind of closeted acts. Like, oh, I'm just going to throw it in my bag so I can eat it on the ride home. Oh, let me just put these cookies in my pocket.
Right.
Because I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right, quite honestly. And I'm not a doctor either.
I think it was funny, though. I did laugh because the freaking egg cracked in her pocketbook.
Right. Right.
Jenn asked Tamra if she wants to, you know, take any accountability for this. And Tamra says, well, I'll take accountability for anything that I've done. Okay. Tamra said, I thought we could move forward. Gretchen said, what made you think we could move forward? So Tamra's like, okay, then if we can, we can. Like, Tamra's like, this bitch is gone after me for 12 years. And she's like clapping her hands at her. 12 years she's been going after me. Like, she's acting like a lunatic. Like, remember when she said, it's my opinion? She's like clapping her hands at me. 12
she totally
years.
loses it. Gretchen stays completely composed.
Yes. And she's acting like a lunatic.
Yep.
I mean,
she totally lost it.
Right? And I loved how calm Gretchen was. Gretchen's like,
me too.
Yeah.
It is the best way to handle Tamra.
Right.
Just stay calm and hold your shit together.
Right. I was screaming in the TV screen, like, you were not matching Gretchen's energy. No, you were not.
No.
I know that's what the intention was, but you were acting like a lunatic, clapping your hands. Gina then says, well, it seems like there's a lot of hurt on both sides. You think? Maybe there's a way to move forward. Tamra says, well, you've been hurt. I've been hurt. It's just about having accountability for the things that have happened. She says that therapy has taught me that. I don't always have to be right. I'm like, what?
I really wish that she would stop talking about therapy because, one, it didn't work.
Well, I mean, it's a process. It's a process. I mean, it's a process. I think that she needs a lot more therapy.
I think she needs a lot more.
I do too.
So Watch What Happens Live.
Yes.
Emily was on with the girl from Love Island. So Tess actually sat and watched it with me because Tess loves that girl. Well, she was on. So I asked Tess, I said, I think her name was Leah. I'm like, was that the first season of Love Island? And I'm stupid. I forgot because she's like, no, but it was the first season where it really became popular. And I said, I bet you because Ariana went on it and hosted it. And that was like, Ariana's,
Yeah.
the second coming of Jesus year.
Yes. Yes.
And I feel bad because I like Haley Dunphy from Modern Family, and apparently they kicked her off to give Ariana the spot, but whatever. So this girl, Leah, is not on Love Island this season. She's on like a spinoff. I guess they did a spinoff with some of the people from her season because Tess said everybody from her season was really good. Like this
Okay.
season, your people aren't really as interested. Well, I think it already ended.
It
But
did end. Yeah, it did end.
yeah.
Yeah, but Emily did bring up about had her attorney there with her in the audience at Watch What Happens Live, and it was the attorney, like you said, who's representing the Menendez brothers. Okay, and
I know. Like, do you think that's a flex? I guess she thinks that's a flex.
yeah, I
How
don't know.
cute were Riley and Ariana from NYC Next Gen NYC, whatever it is,
Yes,
in the audience? They were like so like starstruck with Leah from Love Island.
I loved that. I so
That
loved
was
that.
super cute. Super,
I
super cute.
so love those two together. I really do.
I am so happy, and I'm not watching the show, but I am so happy that despite their mom's differences, they've like reconnected. Because I mean, I wasn't excited to watch Aria. Her and Gia are really the only reason I didn't watch it. But I'm happy to see another side of her and that that they're friends again because they're
Yes,
super cute together.
they really are super cute together. And I think it was the next night that Riley was on with Candy. And that was a great episode on Watch What
I
Happens
have
Live.
that in my DVR. I haven't watched it yet.
You have
That
to
I'll
watch
watch.
it.
I love
It's
Candy.
so good. It's such a good episode. It's
Did he
so
ask
good.
Candy how she felt about Phaedra coming back to Atlanta?
Yeah, he did. She didn't. I don't think she answered. I don't think she answered.
Okay. So Emily said that Luke, on Watch What Happens Live, Emily said that Luke is better and a lot of his stressors are gone in the summer. No school, no filming. So I thought that that was interesting.
Yeah, I
There's
did
nothing
too.
you could do about school unless he goes to a special school or you homeschool. But if filming is a stressor for him, what are you going to do? They don't need the money. Shane and Emily don't need the money. Shane's
No.
family is clearly extremely wealthy.
Yes, they don't need the money.
I think Emily likes the spotlight. I think Emily likes, the fame.
I do too. I
But
do
it
too.
will be interesting to see if that remains a stressor for her son. I mean, he could just not be on camera, obviously. I mean, this would be a legitimate reason to not have your kids
Yeah, and
film.
honestly, at his age, I don't even know that you need a legitimate reason, right?
Right. Her daughter seems to like it though. And her daughter definitely like wants to be in the business. So
Right. Yeah, so they could
I don't
focus
know.
on her.
But didn't he ask her, like, don't you think it's hypocritical that you said, right? And she was
Yes.
like, no, I don't think so because I said it to her face.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said, and I call bullshit.
Yeah, that
I
was
call
terrible.
bullshit. Don't you think it's hypocritical that what you said about her custody? No, I said it to her face at the reunion. That's what you come to the reunion for, is to hash things out. No, 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 no. 100% it's hypocritical, and you cannot even own it later. How many months later? No, again, I've said this many times. I used to be very much team Emily. I used to really like Emily a lot until last season. Last season, I saw a different side of Emily.
Totally
And
agree.
I don't like the mean girl Emily. I just don't like it. I don't think it's necessary. I don't.
Well, you know how I feel. It's because she wants to stay in good with Heather and
Tamra.
right.
It's the fancy pants effect.
Exactly.
I mean, it used to be Gina that was, fighting for Heather's attention, but I don't even see Gina doing it anymore. I don't see Gina doing it with Tamra either.
Right. No. And I mean, at the end, somebody asked her, do you think you're or you're afraid of Tamara or something? And she said, I'm not afraid of Tamara. But honestly, she might not be afraid of Tamara. Afraid's a strong word. I don't think she's afraid of either of them. No, I think she's afraid of Heather. I do think she's afraid of Heather. I think she just, like she said, like she's not going to make that mistake. She just wants to stay on their good side.
Yeah. I think that that's true. I agree with that. I don't like it
I
though.
have to hang up.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye.
Bye.